I would love to hear more about your Lady Gaga mask project because
Oh
that
yeah.
was so impressive. I mean, it looked like legit the real deal. And yeah, like I'm curious. Did you ever get any notice from Lady Gaga herself for it?
I didn't, but the company that made the original mask, I
Yeah.
tagged them, and they were like, "Oh, this is amazing! Like, good job doing it! Like, knock off of our project," which was awesome because sometimes when you do that, people are like, "Don't knock off my project." But I mean, it was clearly for a Halloween costume, so
Right, yeah.
hopefully they'd be cool with it. Uh, but yeah, I just saw that, and I think that when COVID hit, all of us were going like, what skills do I have? What skills do I want to have? And at the time, I was working for I had like 5 jobs. I was working for a company that did like LED lights and code and dance as a class. And so I was teaching in a few schools in Brooklyn, and then I was doing an after school program in Manhattan, and then I was doing my techno chic stuff, and I was doing some content creation, and I was like also the janitor because I needed to afford this space. So I was like literally I was just so overworked. So I went from being like absolutely exhausted to everything just bye, no more work. And
Yeah.
I just had kind of started to list things like what would I like to do more of, and one of it was like I'd like to get back into sewing because that's something that I really enjoyed when I was younger and haven't picked up with. And I had started to do some LED stuff, and I had never done a matrix before. Like I'd done LED strips, but never had a reason to do a matrix. And then I watched the VMAs and I saw that costume. And, for those of you who have never seen it, it's like a spandex bodysuit that's pink and it has all these shapes cut out of it. And I thought 2 things. First, I was like, this is an amazing, I'm on my knee, right? This is an amazing use of pink that doesn't look like young. And that's just exciting because I actually love the color pink, but you kind of risk looking like not being taken seriously if you wear it.
Difficult relationship, yeah, with pink
What?
kind of because of that. Like it's a difficult color for me because of that. I avoided it for a very, very long time because I wanted to be taken seriously as an
Yeah.
engineer, and that means you can't be girly, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not right, wrong, but I
Well,
get you. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Like it's and I working in retail, I learned how to control how people would talk to me based on what I was wearing and how I was standing and all of those things. And then I saw this costume and I thought like, it looked powerful to me. It's a weird costume. It's totally weird. Go look it up. But
Well, I mean, it's Lady Gaga, right?
it's
So,
Lady
yeah,
Gaga, of course.
it's going to be weird. It's going to be
It's a
great.
theme park. It really was. So, I was like, first off, I just thought it was an amazing costume. And then she had this mask that was like totally techie, which is obviously also my other passion. And, I thought, okay, first off, I had always wanted to sew spandex because I wanted to get into costume making, never did it.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
had heard it was really hard.
Yeah,
And I'd always wanted to do a matrix. And I heard that was hard, but I had time. So I was like, well, this is what I'm doing. And it was around my birthday actually in 2020. So my boyfriend got me I wasn't going to buy the matrix there. I think it was over $200 worth of LEDs in the matrix. So I was actually going to fake it with like a Raspberry Pi, like with one of the little screens that you could get. But he got me like the actual ones that Lady Gaga used. So like for my birthday. So that was just cool because I was like, now I get to feel legit. I'm going to make this thing and it's going to look exactly like the real thing. And I'm also pretty sure a lot of the fabric that I bought, not all of the colors, but some of them I'm pretty sure were like the same color swatch that was used in her costume. Nice. So yeah, that's I was like so happy to see this goal come up after like all those, like 2020 was just, everyone's just like scrambling for purpose and all of that, and that's what I did with it.
Cool.
But yeah, I have the mask here if you want to take a look. I don't know if you have,
yeah.
I don't actually know if it even turns on, but I could plug it in and find out. So this is like a 2-year-old project, but so I have it on a little head here.
Dang. So cool.
Here, actually, I'll plug it in. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Want to bet on it? I'm plugging it into my like wall USB plug.
I'm optimistic. I think it's gonna work.
Uh,
Yeah,
it's
it's
in the
on.
back. Oh yeah,
Aha!
there it goes.
Nice.
Yeah. So. Oh, and actually, the tape did undo itself. No. It was funny, I was like, I don't usually use duct tape, but this thing has to last for like one Halloween night. So
Right. Cool.
yeah.
And now where you published the instructions for it too, right?
Yeah, I did. And
Yeah.
this,
Are they
this
is
is
it on
the other thing that
Instructables or your
yes,
website or
they're on Instructables and on my blog technochic.net. And I'm still in the process of creating the video for the spandex bodysuit, which
nice.
I did. I shot everything. Unfortunately, I had a hard drive failure at like the end of 2022, and like it's still now like 2 years later, and I'm going like, no, it's on my to-do list. I have to put that video together.
We have plenty of things like that. Plenty of things that are on the to-do list and kind of languishing at the bottom.